Hi, this is Wes Fryer, and this is a story that I'd like to share as a response to Alan Levine's call for tales of sharing and how different kinds of sharing can lead to very fortuitous and wonderful consequences. I had a chance probably 2 years ago to meet Lisa Kristen, who is the homework dog, on Twitter, and she lives in the Minneapolis-St. Paul area, and I met her at a conference that was there. And recently, in January of 2013, Lisa shared a link to an Indonesian teacher's website and project, Jane Ross, who is a educator in Indonesia, and her Twitter handle is Jane in Java, has been doing a project called the Digital Backpack Project with her students. And one of the things that they have done is created some enhanced ebooks. And one of those books is called Our Batak House. It's spelled B-A-T-A-K. I actually don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, so maybe as a consequence of this share, I'll find that out. But that ebook I discovered and read in January and shared that via my blog and Twitter. But the fortuitous sharing really happened about 3 weeks ago in one of our 5th grade classrooms in Yukon, Oklahoma, where I'm working as an instructional coach. And Sue Hoagie is a 5th grade writing teacher, and I've been working with Sue actually for a year, and she's been using a blog, a kid blog website with her students to have them publish and interactively write and comment. And one of the projects that they did in the fall was an idiom project, and they had all made drawings of different idioms and written them down. And so I had shared that book with her, and as we kind of just looked at the wall and said, look, maybe this would make a great ebook that led to that project. And so I had an opportunity to share the Indonesian students' ebook with the Yukon students, and then the 5th graders took the app Book Creator, and each class, each of Ms. Hoagie's 3 classes, created their own versions of an ebook about idioms. And it's very neat because they use the Indonesian students project as their example with their title page and then the About the Author section, and each class took a little bit of a different twist on that. One of the classes did actually put a map in there like the authors of Our Batak House had done. And, it's not a perfect recording, but it was student created because the kids actually did that, and they created that as a class. And I'm going to be sharing that on our Learning Showcase site that we have for our school district, for Yukon schools, here this week. And it's wonderful. I mean, how cool that students in Indonesia, thanks to a reference from a teacher in Minneapolis, Minnesota, influenced 5th graders in Yukon, Oklahoma to create an ebook, to share their voice, and to become publishers. And so maybe 2 weeks ago, Jane Ross had actually tweeted me that I mentioned thank you for inspiring our kids, and she said, well, maybe your kids would want to blog with my kids. And so I added the link, I think, last week to one of their blogs and talked to Ms. Hoagie about that, and that, could be a continuing collaboration. But when you share openly, when you share publicly, when we utilize these social media channels like Twitter and like blogs and other things like that, it really can be amazing and exciting to see what happens. So thank you to Alan for sharing this project and for encouraging others to share their stories, because I think that's a powerful way for us to be moved ourselves to do something different. Thanks to Lisa for sharing Jane Ross's project. Thanks to Jane Ross and the authors of Our Batak House. Thanks to Sue Hoagie for her enthusiasm and courage in stepping out and using these digital media tools. And thanks to all the students in Yukon for sharing their ebooks about idioms and hopefully inspiring even more authors of all ages to think about how in this digital world we can share our voices and not only share our text and images and pictures, but also record our voices and share those as well. So check it out, the digital classroom project, digital backpack project, I should say, from Jane in Java. And you can also go to the Learning Showcase for Yukon schools and check out our student idiom ebooks.